Hello, you're welcome to the news in brief on Graphic Online. In the headlines for today's edition, Controller insists government workers without Ghana card will not be paid after December. Minority caucus in Parliament oppose introduction and legislation of LGBTQQI plus practices in Ghana. 16 schools licensed to run Cambridge assessment for 2021-2022 academic year in Ghana. And NPP urges Ghanaians to disregard negative comments on the government's performance. News in Brief is brought to you by Graphic News Plus.
Download your Graphic News Plus now and choose your preferred package daily, weekly, monthly, and annually, and access free news on various interest areas as well. Graphic News Plus, connecting people through news.
And now the news in brief. Government workers have been advised again by the Controller and Accountant General's Department to obtain a Ghana card or risk not being paid beginning December 2021. The department says the move was to permanently help get rid of ghost names on the government's payroll.
The directive, which was given on Tuesday, October 12, has seen agitations by a section of government workers and unions. Some have urged the department to reconsider the directive, withdraw it completely, or have the deadline extended. However, the controller says it cannot withdraw the directive and rather urge all government workers to get the Ghana card as a form of national identification before the deadline.
The Minority Caucus in Parliament says they are resolutely opposed to the introduction and legislation of LGBTQQI plus practices and rights in Ghana. The minority leader, Mr. Haruna Idrisu, says parliamentarians have an obligation to protect the moral fiber of the Ghanaian society and protect unity and preserve Ghana's cultural practices and beliefs. He was addressing a press conference in Accra on Friday.
Mr. Idrisu, who was reacting to public debate on anti-LGBTQ+ bill currently in Parliament, says that members of the Minority Caucus will insist on a clause-by-clause voting when Parliament resumes sitting and the bill comes up for consideration. He says members and Ghanaians have expressed a united avowed stance to oppose the practice in whatever shape, form or character.
We stand opposed to LGBTQI plus rights in Ghana. It is a moral imperative that the Parliament of Ghana stands together in fighting the introduction of those rights, as it will erode the respectability of our societal moral fabrics, our cultural values, and more importantly, to encourage the courageous members of Parliament led by Sam George and his colleagues, and to all those who share that value. It will be a watershed decision for the Parliament of Ghana. Don't forget that Parliament represents itself. We represent the electorate, and we have a standard of care and a standard duty to reflect the aspirations of the Ghanaian people.
The National Schools Inspectorate Authority, NASIA, has released a list of schools licensed to run the Cambridge Assessment International Education Curriculum for the 2021-2022 academic year. Out of the 74 schools claiming to run the curriculum in Ghana, only 16 have been licensed by NASIA for this academic year.
Only 5 schools have also been licensed by the National Schools Inspectorate Authority to run the International Baccalaureate curriculum in Ghana for the 2021-2022 academic year, instead of the 10 claiming to have been accredited. The Inspector General of National Schools Inspectorate Authority, Dr. Hilda Hager Ampedu, is advising schools without license to take steps to regularize their activities. She is also urging them to go through the right procedure to get the facilities licensed in accordance with the requirements under Act 1023.
In our final story, the Director of Communications of the new Patriotic Party, Mr. Yalboabena Samoa, is urging Ghanaians that the party is focused on building Ghana's socio-economic environment. He is urging Ghanaians to disregard negative statements made by the opponents, but to trust the NPP government to build a prosperous Ghana.
At a press conference Friday, Mr. Boabin Asamoah said former President John Mahama, in his thank you tour, has been making negative utterances against the performance of the government, but says Mr. Mahama did not do much during his time as president to address the socio-economic status of Ghana. He described the utterances as a short-term political anger which cannot solve economic problems.
We are telling our people, we are telling the people who voted for the NPP that political anger does not solve economic problems. Short-term political anger does not solve economic problems. It is the cool, calm review of the trajectory of development under different regimes and a commitment to the best performing regime that will lead to salvation for the majority of our people. MPP cares. MPP values are consistent with your aspirations. MPP is working steadily to transform your circumstances based on the values of hard work, tolerance, initiative, and trust. MPP is helping Ghana reinvent itself. Who would you rather trust after 2024? A refreshed MPP staying on course with additional programs, or an NDC without a clear vision except hunger for power?
Thank you for watching. We will see you again with another edition. Stay safe and protect yourself from COVID-19. For more news, visit graphic.com.gh or log on to Facebook at Daily Graphic and on YouTube at Graphic GH. I am Juliet Echan Safo.
Subscribe now.